What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. What the hell I got hanging in the beard? I don't know. But today we got another one from probably my favorite brewery of all time, Adroit Brewing, and we're gonna be taking a look at one of the next ones in their namesake IPA series, I guess you can say, when it comes to the series that different series that Adroit does. This one's probably their most talked about and their most popular one. So we've got the Death of Civilization 4 this afternoon, which is, look at that can art. Holy mother of Jeebus. That just looks amazing. This is some of my favorite can art of all time, I think. That's why I picked this one up. Plus, Adroit makes some fantastic IPAs. And of course, I can't be drinking the Death of Civilization 4 beer without drinking it out of the Death of Civilization 4 glass. So I feel like it's all just going to correlate with each other and just going to make that automatic, perfect beer drinking experience. So this is a double IPA coming in at an 8% ABV. I believe this is a double dry hop with Zappa, Citra, El Dorado, and Azacca hops. So I'm expecting some nice tropical fruit notes, maybe a little bit like a stone fruit kind of situation. But maybe notes of pineapple, mango, maybe a nice pininess along there, because I know El Dorado brings in that kind of nice pininess going all the way through there. But I really want to get a nice hazy tropical juice bomb out of this beer, and I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what we get. Let's see what we got on the nose on this one. Oh yeah, definitely getting the hoppiness definitely isn't the first thing coming through the nose. Definitely getting more like a pineapple, almost a tangerine kind of smell. Yeah, it's definitely doesn't smell too hoppy. I'm expecting some really nice tropical fruit notes. But I'm expecting this to be a really nice hazy citrus, tropical fruit, nice pininess, juice bomb in my face. So let's pour this into the glass and see what this thing's like. Let's see. I know you're not going to really be able to see the beer in this one, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. Definitely has a nice haziness to it from what I see on here already. A little bit of head coming through, which is okay. Because whenever you pour your Adroit beer into your Adroit glass, most of the time the beer is going to only go up to the top of the label, so right there. So there's a little bit of head, it'll go up a little bit above there, but yeah, this definitely has some sediment in it, which is just concentrated flavor in my opinion. Definitely has a nice kind of almost orange juicy, maybe a little more of a golden color of a haze to it, looking at it from the bottom. But yeah, without further ado, let's give this guy a try. So, cheers everybody. Happy Monday. Oh yeah. Holy crap. Right off the bat, most of all the flavors I'm getting out of this is exactly what I wanted. When it comes to nice tropical fruit notes, maybe like a tangerine or a mango or maybe pineapple. Then you get kind of a grapefruity citrusiness that kind of balances everything out. And then right at the end, right when the kind of the sweetness feels like it's going to overpower you when it comes to those hop flavors, you get that nice pininess that washes everything away. And it's just, I think this brewery can just do no wrong, to be honest. Everything I've had from Adroit has just been unbelievable. They're, to me, the IPA masters of the East Coast. There's really no debate on it in my head. But when it comes to all kinds of styles of beers, they just seem to have something in their craft to where they just hone it down to be perfection, in my opinion. And this is definitely up there with some more perfection. And absolutely delicious. Has a nice pillowy, soft mouthfeel. Holy crap, is that good. So let's see. Seeing what they have on tap right here. They might have this one available, so let's look. So in the tasting room, let's see if they have any of the Death of Civilizations on tap right now. Which it doesn't look like they do, which is kind of upsetting, but they have a bunch of other ones on here that just I already know are fantastic. So we got Now I Am Death, Destroyer of Worlds, ones that I really like. Let's see, some other ones out here. They got the Operation Warfare series. Let's see. They have the Dia de los Muertos, which is one of my favorite stouts I've had from them. Of course, they have the All That I've Learned, their crazy good Russian Imperial Stout. Let's see, they got the Dead and Gone, the Evangeline 1. Yeah, they have a bunch of good stuff on tap right now. So if you're able to go over to to Adroit Theory and enjoy a couple brews on tap over there, you will not be disappointed with that selection right there. Holy crap, that looks absolutely delicious. So, looking on Untapped here, trying to figure out what the profile of this wood is, because they kind of, sometimes they put profiles in their Untapped descriptions, but it looks like they did on this one. So, what they say is forward notes of tangerine, grapefruit, and pineapple are supported by traces of pine and a flash finishing bitterness. Pillowy, semi-sweet, and full-bodied. Yeah, gotta 100% agree, because you got the Citra, the Mosaic, the Azeka, and the Eldorado in there. A really, really good hop combination when it comes to ones they decide to use. Just kind of create a nice, tropical, juicy IPA. And they absolutely nailed it with this one. Holy crap, is it good. Love the creamy, kind of the mouth feels almost like a creaminess to it. So, like I said before, it's an 8% ABV. So, it's up there. We're kind of getting out of that range of being sessionable. I always say around, I think 7.5 is my kind of max when it comes to being a sessionable beer. But 8% is still pretty good. After a couple of these, you're definitely going to want to not drive or do anything like that. But looking here, out of 2,096 ratings on Untapped, this beer has an average rating of 4.06 out of 5, which is pretty damn good. And before I start going into like what other people gave this for ratings, let's look and see what some of the different similar beers are with this one. So, just if you guys had to have any information, Untapped puts similar beers in there. So if you may not be able to get your hands on this Death of Civilization and Slow Motion 4, they suggest other beers that may show up around you to where you can possibly get your hands on. So they have one from Drecker, the Secret Handshake, which I think this is the lemon meringue one, which I have in my possession. Yep, the lemon meringue pie that I have yet to open, which I'm excited to drink. They have one from Northern Monk called Faith and Futures. Well, let's see. They have one from Ogden's Brewery, which is the Windsor Juice. They have one from Whiplash called Horsepower. And then we have one from Cloudwater Brew Co. called The Seed, which cannot be sown. Okay, that's... Oh, it's a 10% triple IPA. That sounds actually delicious. So, I would either go... If you can get your hands on something that possibly will be similar to this, think of like citrusiness, I would, of course, recommend the Secret Handshake from Drecker, just because you'll probably get that lemony kind of citrusy note with that, along with getting something that's probably going to have a pillowy mouthfeel due to it being a milkshake IPA. And I'm really interested in this one from Cloudwater Brew Co. with the seed that which cannot be sown. I feel like that would be an absolutely delicious one. Definitely, like it says in their description, really fresh notes of pineapple, so definitely getting tropical aromas. And of course, with it being a triple IPA, you're going to get those hoppy kind of bitterness to come through, the kind of that piney note that hits you. So I would possibly, actually, my most recommended one from the similar beers list I'm looking at right now would probably be the seed with which cannot be sown over at Cloudwater Brew Co. Which, where are they located? Let's look. Let's see here. Okay, they're located in Manchester, England. So anybody in the UK fam over there, if you can get your stuff from Cloudwater Brew Co. and get some of this 10% the seed which cannot be sown triple IPA, this might be something that would be right up your alley if you can't get a hold of this. But looking at what other people have to say here, I know there's a lot of Adroit Theory beers that show up overseas when it comes to being purchased in Europe and the Netherlands and all that stuff. I even see them showing up in Australia, which is really cool. Like in, I'm trying to, like Yipsy, we have one in Adelaide in Southern Australia. So even our good friend Adam Breezetones, if he decided to drink something again, he can get his hands on this one at the little pub in Adelaide in South Australia. Of course, there's locations in Budapest, all that kind of stuff. So their stuff's available all over the place just because they've gotten that popular. But looking to see what other people checked in with this one. So this guy gave it a 4 out of 5, purchase at the Van Erp. I have no idea what that is, but that sounds like a pretty cool place. This guy purchased it at Adroit Theory Brewing Company, which he rated a 4.25 out of 5, saying grapefruit bomb, creamy finish, not your typical AT IPA. I like it. So I wonder what he means by AT IPA. Oh, probably like Adroit Theory. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say it's not your typical Adroit Theory IPA. I think they leave notes of... They let a lot of those like natural flavors of the hops come through a lot when it comes to Adroit Theory stuff. They're really good at honing out those natural flavors that the hop produce to kind of concentrate it in their beers. which, well, that's one of the reasons why I love this brewery so much, is because the way they do it with their craft is absolutely amazing. And let's see what else we got here. So we got another 4 out of 5 purchase at the Crafts, which is, what is this place? This is a beer store in Zurich. Gave it a 4 out of 5. So we got another 4.25 out of 5 purchased in Zurich. So yeah, a lot of stuff overseas when it comes to checking this one in. I know that you can get stuff, of course, around Adroit Theory themselves, because since they're in Purcellville, Virginia, and I think is it Pennsylvania, or I think it's Virginia. I know they're right around the D.C. area. I know they have another location right out of D.C., but I know they go all the way up to the Boston area, all the way in Massachusetts. You can see them all the way down when it comes to finding them all over the place. Adroit Theory is all around the country. You just kind of got to ask your local retailer if they can pick some up from their distributor if they have them in stock, because I would recommend absolutely anything from this brewery. It's that good. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing for ratings on this one. So, of course, we always start with can art, which, let me see if I, emptying the entire can. And you guys already know. Do I really need to say anything about this can art? It's absolutely fantastic. The amount of detail that they put into this, the amount of just morbid kind of post-apocalyptic, like demons and all kind of stuff on there. Of course, you got the kind of like that guy from, I forgot the name of the movie, but it's like that post-apocalyptic kind of outfit on there. There's so much detail, so much color going on here, and it's fantastic. Got like the demon kind of writing of like a spell circle in the background, having it be like, yeah, so it's really, really cool. Easily probably some of the best can art I've seen from Adroit Theory, at least. This is one of my favorites. So easy 5 out of 5 for can art for me. And while we're looking at the can art here, of course, Adroit Theory does something really cool to where they give food, cheese, and cigar recommendations for all their beers, pretty much. But sometimes they put music recommendations on here as well, which, you know, me as a metalhead, Adroit Theory loves metal as well, so they always put metal for the music that they recommend. So for the food, let's see. We got some sweet potatoes with Cuban-style beef picadillo. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong, but Cuban-style beef picadillo, I think. Kilo. I don't know. They always have some really intricate kind of food dishes that they recommend with their beer. I have no idea what this cheese is. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. But for the cigars, they have one called My Father, which is interesting. And then something in Spanish that I can't read. But for music is what I really like. They recommend Reunation by Job for a Cowboy, which, if I think this is perfect, that song is perfect for this can art just because it's heavy, of course. Can art just speaks metal all the way through, and I just absolutely love it. So easy 5 out of 5 for can art for me. So let's find out if I went to Adroit Theory and got this one in a flight, would I get another one? Let's see. Do I even need to ask? Yeah, 100%. This is definitely one of the best ones I've had from the Death of Civilization and Slow Motion series. I think they let those natural kind of fruit and like pine and citrus flavors that the hops produce speak for themselves. They pretty much made those the most predominant flavors in there, along with that kind of pininess that kind of washes away the sweetness those flavors give. And let's let pretty much the natural flavors of the hops speak for themselves, and it's absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I would recommend this one 100%. Probably one of the better double IPA that I think I've ever had. It's definitely up there in my opinion. So I think with my final rating on this one, let's see. I'm going to give this a solid 9.25 out of 10. Really good. If you can get your hands on this one, I highly recommend it. Anything from Adroit Theory in general, if you can get your hands on it, just do it. I know there's multiple people in chat that have probably had their stuff, and it's just, they speak excellence when it comes to their IPAs, their stouts, everything. It's just phenomenal any way you go around it. But other than that, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It would help me out a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live during the review. I know it might be in the next couple days. There might not a review going. I think by maybe Thursday, I'll have another review coming out for you guys. So just keep an eye out on my Instagram for that. And if you're looking to possibly try to pick up some beers from Adroit Theory, I'm always going to recommend the app I use for buying beer. It's kind of like a beer subscription service / beer delivery service. It's called Tavor. Just got to download the app, put in your zip code, and they'll let you know right away if they can deliver stuff to you, just because they take advantage of small courier services and all that. So highly recommend them. You can get any amount of beer you want through the stuff they release, and all you have to do is pay a $15 flat rate shipping, which is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. But other than that, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see social media aspect of drinking beer, or you can see what other people are checking in, like me, Wintucky, Ian, Duchess, Not the Real Gerard Butler, both of the Typhons, get yourself on Untapped. It's a great platform. Check in beers, get badges, get discount codes for Untapped's kind of merch store. They have glassware, shirts, hoodies, let's see, koozies, you name it. Anything beer related they have. So it's a really cool website and a really cool kind of app you can use as well to just have some fun while you're drinking beer. Without further ado, guys, that is pretty much it for me today. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, fantastic rest of your week. Hopefully I'll see a couple of you guys before the next review. Who knows? But I'm going to end it like I always end it. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you all next time, people. Cheers.